Did you ever communicate with anybody telepathically, not with words, just through your mind? When my mother was still alive, her and I used to communicate this way all the time. And I remember when my husband and I first started dating, when we were in our early 20s, he witnessed it so many times where I would think something and my mom would come home with that item, or just, random times where I would put something out there and she would receive it without ever talking. It happened with me and my son the other night. I was in a store and I was buying a bunch of random things, and all of a sudden I walk over to the end cap at the store where all the batteries were, and I just stood there looking at the batteries, and something was telling me to buy batteries, but I didn't, because it didn't seem logical. I didn't think I needed batteries, but something was telling me to buy them. I should have listened. I come home, and shortly after my son gets home, and he says to me, "Do we have any batteries? I need batteries for, I don't know, a remote or something like that." I looked at him and said, I knew I needed to get batteries. I stood there. Something told me just to get the batteries. And literally within less than an hour, he comes home asking me, do we have batteries? That's just a tiny example of when people are close to one another, they're able to communicate telepathically without even realizing it. But the cool thing is, you could still do this with your loved ones who have passed, because everything's energy, and energy is never made or destroyed, it just is. So you can do that with your loved ones when you ask for signs. And if you're skeptical about telepathy, I encourage you to listen to the podcast, The Telepathy Tapes, with Ky Dickens. Ironically, 2 of my friends from 2 totally different friend groups have recommended this to me. Binge the whole thing. It's amazing. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this podcast.